Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara was one of Japan's most beloved doctors and a global authority on longevity. Living well beyond the age of 105, he dedicated his life to understanding how people can not only live longer, but also stay healthier, happier, and more fulfilled. His book, Living Long, Living Good, serves as a powerful guide, offering practical wisdom for anyone who wants to add more quality years to their life. What made Dr. Hinohara truly extraordinary was not just his age, but his boundless energy and passion for life. Even at 99 years old, he claimed he felt like he was in his 70s, and at 101, instead of slowing down, he was still traveling the world, flying all the way to New York to give a lecture. His youthful spirit, despite his age, left many wondering, what was his secret? While genes play a role in longevity, Dr. Hinohara strongly believed that our lifestyle choices are the key to a long and fulfilling life. In a world where people constantly search for the next big health trend, he offered simple yet powerful advice that anyone can follow. So, what exactly did he do to stay so active and full of life? Before we dive into his personal daily diet, let's explore the 7 essential principles he followed to live vibrantly beyond 90. These insights could very well change the way you think about aging. Dr. Hinohara believed that longevity wasn't just about following a strict diet or maintaining an exercise routine. It was about embracing a holistic approach to life. He saw aging not as a decline, but as an opportunity to keep growing, learning, and staying active. His philosophy centered on maintaining a sense of purpose, fostering strong social connections, and approaching each day with curiosity and enthusiasm. Throughout his remarkable 105-plus years, he followed a set of principles that helped him stay physically healthy, mentally sharp, and emotionally fulfilled. These weren't just theories, he was living proof that they worked. Let's explore some of his key teachings that contributed to his extraordinary longevity and vibrant way of life. 1. Stay active and keep moving, Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara believed that movement was the secret to maintaining youth, energy, and a long, fulfilling life. Unlike many who slow down as they age, he did the exact opposite. He made a conscious effort to keep moving no matter what. Even in his 90s, he refused to take elevators, always opting for the stairs. Well past the age when most people retire, he was still working, walking, and finding ways to stay physically engaged. But here's what made his approach truly fascinating. He never relied on structured exercise routines. Instead, he believed that movement should be woven into daily life in the most natural way possible. He encouraged people to walk instead of drive, stand instead of sit, and find joy in everyday activities like gardening, cleaning, or stretching while watching TV. To him, the key to staying fit wasn't about hitting the gym, but about embracing a lifestyle that kept the body in motion at all times. Your body gets used to the way you treat it. If you keep it active, it will stay active, he often said. And he was living proof of this philosophy. While many his age struggled with mobility, he remained agile, energetic, and mentally sharp, showing the world that growing old doesn't mean becoming weak or inactive. It's a choice. So the question is, how much are you moving? Are you letting convenience take over, or are you challenging your body to stay active every day? Dr. Hinohara's secret wasn't complicated. It was simply about choosing movement over stillness every single time. 2. Don't retire. Stay engaged in work and passion. Dr. Hinohara challenged the conventional idea of retirement, believing that stepping away from work often leads to a decline in both physical and mental well-being. While most people look forward to retiring as a time to relax, he saw it differently. He believed that staying engaged in meaningful work was one of the biggest secrets to a long and fulfilling life. and he lived by his own advice. Even after turning 100, he was still practicing medicine, writing, and giving lectures. Instead of slowing down, he kept himself mentally and physically active through work that excited and inspired him. But this wasn't just about a job. It was about having a reason to wake up in the morning. Dr. Hinohara believed that when people completely stop working or pursuing passions, they also stop challenging their minds. Without purpose, the days feel long and the body begins to lose its drive. He encouraged everyone, no matter their age, to find something they love and dedicate themselves to it, whether it's a career, a hobby, volunteering, or creative pursuits. The key was to stay curious, keep learning, and continue contributing to the world in some way. His philosophy was simple. The more you stay engaged, the more alive you feel. Instead of counting down to retirement, he urged people to think about what truly excites them and keep that spark alive for as long as possible. So the real question is, what passion, project, or mission makes you excited to wake up every day? Because according to Dr. Hinohara, that just might be the key to a long and joyful life. 3. Find a strong purpose in life. Dr. Hinohara believed that having a reason to wake up every morning was one of the most powerful secrets to longevity. He often pointed to the people of Okinawa, home to some of the longest living individuals in the world, who embrace the concept of ikigai, a deep sense of purpose that gives life meaning. Ikigai comes from the Japanese words iki, life, and gai, worth or purpose, and it represents the idea that when people have something meaningful to live for, they naturally stay healthier, happier, and more active. But what exactly does purpose mean? According to Dr. Hinohara, it could be anything: a career you love, a passion project, helping others, or even a small personal goal that excites you. What matters is that it keeps your mind engaged and your body in motion. He warned that without purpose, people often lose their sense of drive, which can lead to both mental and physical decline. He also believed that setting goals, no matter how big or small, was essential for staying motivated. Even in his later years, he continued to plan for the future, taking on new projects and looking forward to upcoming lectures and events. This constant forward-thinking approach kept him feeling energized, excited, and youthful, even at an age when many might feel they've done it all. So, ask yourself, what is your ikigai? What gives you a reason to jump out of bed in the morning? Because according to Dr. Hinohara, the stronger your sense of purpose, the longer and more fulfilling your life will be. 4. Manage stress and stay positive. Dr. Hinohara firmly believed that a joyful and optimistic mindset was just as important as diet and exercise when it came to longevity. He often emphasized that life's challenges are inevitable, but how we respond to them makes all the difference. Instead of letting stress and negativity take over, he encouraged people to focus on happiness, laughter, and the simple joys of everyday life. One of his most powerful lessons was to not dwell on hardships for too long. He understood that difficult times come and go, but holding on to worry or regret only drains energy and harms the body. Instead, he recommended shifting focus to the things that bring joy, listening to music, engaging in creative activities, spending time with loved ones, or simply appreciating the small moments of life. These habits, he believed, helped lower stress levels and promote better health. Another key part of his philosophy was letting go of grudges. He warned that carrying resentment or anger only leads to unnecessary suffering, affecting both mental and physical well-being. Instead, he encouraged forgiveness and a light-hearted approach to life. Surrounding oneself with positive people, laughter, and uplifting experiences was, in his view, a natural medicine that could add years to a person's life. So, the next time stress starts to take over, ask yourself, am I focusing on what brings me joy? According to Dr. Hinohara, a happy heart leads to a long and healthy life, and the best part, it's completely within our control. 5. Don't rely too much on medical treatments. Despite being a highly respected physician, Dr. Hinohara had an unconventional view on modern medicine. He believed that too many people depended on medical treatments when they could instead focus on preventing illness through lifestyle choices. While he acknowledged the importance of medicine, he was skeptical of excessive procedures, surgeries, and medications, urging people to take a more natural and preventive approach to health. His philosophy was simple: prioritize diet, exercise, and mental well-being over quick medical fixes. He often advised patients to question whether a procedure or medication was truly necessary, encouraging them to seek alternatives when possible. In his experience, many health problems could be avoided or even reversed through simple lifestyle changes rather than aggressive medical interventions. Dr. Hinohara also believed that the mind plays a crucial role in healing. He noticed that patients who stayed positive, engaged in activities they loved, and surrounded themselves with supportive people often recovered faster than those who were solely dependent on medical treatments. To him, a person's outlook on life was just as important as any prescription. His message was clear: take control of your health before illness takes control of you. Instead of relying on pills and procedures, focus on the fundamentals. Eat well, move often, stay happy, and live with purpose. After all, the best medicine isn't always found in a hospital. Sometimes it's in the way we choose to live every day. 6. Give to others and help society. Dr. Hinohara firmly believed that life is not just about what we achieve for ourselves, but about how we contribute to others. He saw kindness, generosity, and community service as essential ingredients for a long and meaningful life. To him, giving wasn't just about helping those in need. It was also a way to stay connected, engaged, and fulfilled. Throughout his life, he dedicated himself to public service, working tirelessly in hospitals, mentoring young doctors, and advocating for better healthcare. Even in his later years, he continued teaching, treating patients, and offering his wisdom to those who sought it. He believed that serving others gave life a deeper purpose, keeping both the mind and body active. But giving doesn't have to be on a grand scale. Small acts of kindness, helping a neighbor, volunteering, or simply being there for a friend, can have a profound impact. According to Dr. Hinohara, staying involved in the community, building strong relationships, and focusing on the well-being of others not only makes the world better, but also prolongs our own happiness and vitality. His philosophy was simple yet powerful. The more we give, the richer our lives become. So, the question is, how are you giving back? Because in the end, the secret to a long, fulfilling life may not be in what we receive, but in what we share with others. 7. Keep learning and stay creative. Dr. Hinohara believed that curiosity was the fuel for a long and vibrant life. Even as he entered his hundreds, he never stopped learning, writing, or seeking out new experiences. While many people associate aging with slowing down, he saw it as a time to expand one's mind, explore new ideas, and continue growing intellectually and creatively. He read constantly, attended cultural events, and stayed updated on the latest medical advancements. Whether it was writing books, giving lectures, or discovering new subjects, he treated every day as an opportunity to learn something new. He encouraged people of all ages to challenge themselves, read books, pick up a new skill, explore different hobbies, or engage in creative projects. To him, keeping the brain active wasn't just about avoiding cognitive decline. It was about staying excited about life itself. His philosophy was clear: as long as you stay curious, you stay young. Learning and creativity don't have an age limit, and those who continue expanding their minds tend to remain sharper, more engaged, and more fulfilled. So, what's something new you can learn today? Because according to Dr. Hinohara, the secret to a youthful mind is simple. Never stop being curious about the world around you. What did Dr. Hinohara eat? Dr. Shigeaki. Hinohara's diet was surprisingly simple, yet it played a crucial role in his long and healthy life. Unlike modern health trends that emphasize strict meal plans and rigid eating schedules, he believed in eating lightly, naturally, and without unnecessary rules. He famously said, "It's best not to tire the body with too many rules, such as lunchtime and bedtime." Instead of following a strict diet, he listened to his body, eating only what he needed and never overindulging. Despite his flexible approach, he did have one routine. He ate almost the same thing every day. His breakfast consisted of coffee, a glass of milk, and some orange juice with a tablespoon of olive oil, which he believed helped keep his arteries healthy and his skin youthful. His lunch was even more unusual, often just milk and a few biscuits, or sometimes nothing at all if he was busy. He never forced himself to eat at a set time, instead allowing his focus on work to dictate his hunger. Dinner was a simple yet balanced meal of vegetables, a small portion of fish and rice, with 100 grams of lean meat twice a week. He also allowed himself occasional treats, such as a little dark chocolate. Dr. Hinohara strongly believed that maintaining a healthy weight was essential for longevity. He noted that people who live the longest, regardless of their background, are rarely overweight. His light eating habits kept him active and energized well into old age. Interestingly, despite eating relatively little, he never felt hungry, perhaps because he was always deeply engaged in his work, suggesting that a strong sense of purpose might be just as important as food when it comes to living a long and fulfilling life. His approach to eating, much like his approach to life, was simple, mindful, and deeply connected to his philosophy of moderation and balance. The concept of hara hachi. Dr. Hinohara rarely ate large portions and emphasized the importance of stopping when about 80% full, a practice known as hara hachi bu. This principle, deeply rooted in Japanese tradition, is particularly observed in Okinawa, a region known for having one of the world's highest populations of centenarians. But this isn't just cultural wisdom. Science backs it up as a key factor in longevity and disease prevention. Research, including the Okinawa Centenarian study, suggests that moderate caloric restriction without malnutrition lowers the risk of obesity, heart disease, and diabetes, all of which contribute to premature aging. Overeating, on the other hand, causes oxidative stress, increasing free radical production, which leads to cellular damage and chronic inflammation, two major drivers of aging. By stopping at 80% fullness, the body experiences less metabolic strain, reducing the risk of insulin resistance and promoting a better hormonal balance by regulating ghrelin, the hunger hormone, and leptin, the satiety hormone. This natural balance prevents overeating and metabolic syndrome, keeping weight and energy levels in check. Beyond digestion, hara hachi bu may also activate autophagy, a powerful cellular repair process where the body clears out damaged cells and proteins, promoting longevity and reducing the risk of age-related diseases such as Alzheimer's and cancer. Additionally, this practice benefits gut health by preventing digestive overload, allowing for better nutrient absorption, reducing bloating, and optimizing metabolism. Ultimately, eating less but eating mindfully helps maintain a balanced metabolism, reduces inflammation, and supports healthy aging. It's no surprise that Okinawans who practice hara hachi bu remain some of the longest living and healthiest people on the planet. Dr. Hinohara's lifelong adherence to this principle reinforces the idea that true longevity isn't just about what we eat, but how much and how consciously we consume. Avoiding excess sugar and processed foods. Dr. Hinohara firmly believed that what we don't eat is just as important as what we do. One of his key principles for longevity was avoiding excess sugar and processed foods, as these contribute to premature aging, chronic inflammation, and metabolic disorders. His approach was simple: eat fresh, natural foods that nourish the body and minimize the intake of artificial and refined ingredients. Excessive sugar consumption is particularly harmful because it accelerates oxidative stress and leads to insulin resistance, both of which damage cells and shorten lifespan. One of the most damaging effects of high sugar intake is glycation, a process where sugar molecules bind to proteins, forming advanced glycation end products, AGEs. These compounds impair skin elasticity, contribute to wrinkles, and accelerate aging from the inside out. Processed foods, which are often loaded with refined sugars, unhealthy fats, and preservatives, wreak havoc on the body by promoting chronic inflammation, increasing the risk of cardiovascular disease, and even contributing to cognitive decline. These highly refined foods disrupt metabolic balance and lead to long-term health problems, making them a major threat to longevity. Scientific studies support this approach. Research from Japan's National Institute for Longevity Sciences found that diets rich in whole, natural foods are linked to lower inflammation levels and longer lifespans. This aligns with traditional Japanese dietary habits, which emphasize fresh vegetables, fish, fermented foods, and natural sources of nutrients. Dr. Hinohara's philosophy was clear: fuel your body with fresh, wholesome ingredients, and it will reward you with lasting health and vitality. By steering clear of processed foods and sugar-laden diets, we not only protect our bodies from disease, but also preserve our youthful energy and extend our years of vibrant living. The role of social connection in longevity. Dr. Hinohara firmly believed that longevity isn't just about diet and exercise. It's also about the relationships we nurture. A strong sense of connection with others plays a crucial role in both mental and physical well-being, influencing not only how long we live, but also how fulfilling our lives feel. He emphasized the importance of spending time with loved ones, maintaining friendships, and engaging in community activities as essential components of a long and happy life. Whether through family gatherings, social clubs, volunteering, or simply having deep conversations, he encouraged people to prioritize human connection. He saw loneliness as a silent threat to health, often leading to increased stress, depression, and even a weakened immune system. Scientific research supports his views. Strong social ties have been linked to lower risks of heart disease, better cognitive function, and even increased life expectancy. Studies on centenarian communities around the world, including Okinawa's famous long-living population, reveal that strong social bonds are a common thread among those who live the longest. Dr. Hinohara's message was simple: stay connected, keep engaging with others, and never underestimate the power of companionship. Meaningful relationships don't just add years to life, they add life to years, making every moment richer, more joyful, and deeply fulfilling. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara's legacy. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara's extraordinary life serves as a testament to the idea that longevity is not just about genetics, it's about how we choose to live every day. His teachings remind us that a long and fulfilling life is built on simple yet profound habits. Staying active, maintaining a sense of purpose, eating mindfully, fostering strong relationships, and giving back to others. His philosophy challenges conventional views on aging. He believed that age is just a number and that staying curious, engaged, and passionate about life is the true key to vitality. His own life embodied this belief, working, writing, lecturing, and inspiring others well past his 100th year. He proved that growing older doesn't have to mean slowing down. Rather, it can be a period of continued growth, contribution, and joy. By adopting his timeless principles, moving every day, eating wisely, avoiding excess, staying socially connected, and embracing a positive mindset, we too can cultivate a longer, healthier, and more meaningful life. His legacy is a powerful reminder that living well isn't just about adding years to life, but adding life to years. Dr. Shigeki Hinohara's wisdom offers us a roadmap to a life filled with health, purpose, and joy. His principles show that longevity isn't about chasing youth. It's about embracing life with curiosity, movement, connection, and a giving heart. If we take even a few of his lessons to heart, we can create a future where aging is not something to fear, but something to celebrate. So, let's keep learning, keep moving, and most importantly, keep living with passion and purpose. Thank you for watching. If you found Dr. Hinohara's insights inspiring, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more content on longevity, health, and living your best life. See you in the next video.